Whenever people talk about the election, I always bring up summer day camp, and maybe that's because I'm a little bit obsessed with children and the children that I care about and watch and really want them to grow up to be awesome people and to be involved with their lives and help them do all of the amazing things I know that I'm going to do. But also because multiple students asked me not to vote for Donald Trump, and all of them had only a kindergarten education. But all of their reasons for not voting for Donald Trump were super solid. Like, hey, Miss Katrina, he says mean things about girls, and I'm a girl. Valid reason. We should probably have a president that isn't terrible to half of the population. And by terrible, I mean harassment, possible assault, possibly statutory rape based, I say possibly, I mean definitely harassment, but possibly, you know, statutory rape because his trial's coming up after the election. That's what we want, everybody. A president who was a child rapist. That's fun. Someone else came up to me and said, hey, Miss Katrina, I don't mean he came up with it. Let me phrase that. He had to leave the room because he was so upset. And when I talked to him to help him calm down, he asked me not to vote for Donald Trump because he makes fun of people with disabilities. And he said to me, Miss Katrina, your mom's lying that he doesn't like your mom and it's not fair. And I'm just like, okay. It's not right to make fun of disabilities. These children don't want bullies in the White House. Totally valid. Also, there's a large enough population of disabled people in the world who would pretty much be wrecked if he became president. And finally, Damon, who was a very, very sweet boy, who was raised mostly by his grandma and his aunt, who told me he didn't want Donald Trump to be president because if he started the Avengers, he wouldn't include Black Widow because he's not nice to girls, and he wants someone who would include Black Widow because that's his favorite. Because Black Widow doesn't have powers, and he doesn't have powers, so he could be like her. And I think that's super cool. Also, he wanted someone to protect his grandma, and I thought that was very sweet. I do bring it up a lot whenever it comes out the election, though, because kindergartners know what's up. Kindergartners, guys. I guess they're first graders now, but come on. Literal children. Literal children are telling me how to vote. And they have so much better reasons than some of the adults that I've seen who are just... I mean, there are adults who are refusing to vote because they don't feel that they would be affected either way in the election, and wow, amazing amount of privilege there. But also, what? Like, these kids care so much, and part of it's because they know they have to live in the world, and I feel like most of the older people I know do not care as much, and that sucks.